Surok mla chongkari umare.
Benar teman adalah like kali ini benar teman.
Khublei iaphi paralok. And if you're watching this video for the first time, my name is Yengbor and I write for tales and stories. In this modern world, people are dreaming about flyovers, flying cars, transformers, jet planes, metro trains, even bullet trains, and so on. But the world is changing. But let me be honest here, let me be frank. There are some people and in some of the villages who are still using horses to transport goods and even people from one place to the other. And on this journey, I'll be going and meeting them, learn from them about how they came to use horses in this modern day for transport. And today I'm again going with my friend Railang on his iron horse. Those of you who have watched my previous videos, you might have known him.
Hi, Khublei iaphi paralok, bapek seni video. Henda yang muda cawa Thai Nongjri, demu seraman rigulai seraman chong gulai. Tera yang henda muda di henda ni wat, ya chong begini ba gulai nar ni. Keep watching.
Me and my friend Railang here started our journey from Ryangdo at 7:30 in the morning. Today, we are going to explore the Nongtrai area. Before that, let me give you a brief introduction about the Nongtrai people. To the northwest of West Khasi Hills district of Meghalaya lives the minority subtribe of the Khasi community called the Nongtrai subtribe. And the people of this area speaks the dialect which they call the Nongtrei dialect. They have a slightly different lifestyles from the Lengams. The Nongtrei people live a simple and happy life. They also practice jhum cultivation or shifting cultivation. They are simple and peace-loving people. So first we will be going to Nongjri village and then move on to other villages in the area in search of horses. Nongtrei is located at around 17 to 18 kilometers to the west of Ryangdo Market, the civil subdivision headquarters of Mawshynrut, in the West Khasi Hills district of the state of Meghalaya in northeast India. Last year, it took us almost 2.5 hours to reach this village on a bike because of the road condition, but now some part of the road got black toppings, which reduces the travel time to about 1 hour. To reach Nongjri village from Ryangdo, we have to take the Ryangdo-Athiabari-Boko road. And this is how the condition of the road is. Since the time I was small, I was a kid, I saw black toppings only once on this road. After that, I only saw holes topping in winter and water toppings in summers. I hope in the coming years the condition of the road will be better. Life at Nongjri village is very simple, quiet and purely rural. With a thick jungle surrounding the village, there are still lots of bird species and wild animals around this area. The people who live here are mostly the Nongtrai subtribe of the Khasi community. Their work are mostly farming and animal rearing. they live a happy, simple village life. They are self-sufficient in terms of food, but they need money for other necessities and for children's education. Tera ita en chnong Nongjri ni, te chwa yong kli wai tera ngakwa yong pa ngukan diang tu thau ni berti diang kertin yu jong like tera ki chnong yong sa phe ni wan chime sem chime te chu.
Ngadeu betar hagaktin yung kitamen ba jer kerten bitamen ade nar ta haga yung im kristan pate ita yung bala ong u melkior langrin ngade no hikai yung kane gasnong na de la sembak te ngakwa banya thu idiet chapang ka jinglong snong nong kong nong chap na hane ya kane ga Nongjri la sen đầu cho vô rutumen u bade Nongtrai khando yong khane ga jaka u rangma sordar biki ong u ha ga kerten kristan chwa yong yap yu lai kerten celestin jaiten hiang u bana chi thai mau dong kyang cho man chwa dau lo wan play ga snong lo wan sedang ga snong ha Nongjri ha ti ha nong rimแต่หากนี่ก็จะกลายเป็นอันนี้แต่เด็กน้องทำไมล่ะอยากว่าคุมช่วยกี่องค์ก่อนน้องมาคอยบริการว่าดังเอ็นหากเนี่ยรูปเทยการดังโชว์ดังสาหัสที่หาน้องริมนั่นละลาท่านนี่คือเลยกระเต็นดอกพระดาบาลวันมิชชันนารียองกับบาลังคาทอลิกบวันจิงชายจิงนางจิงสตาร์ยองบิชินีบวันจะรับอย่างเนี่ยมชินีแต่ไอ้กระเตยนอกNongjriนามาหาดุมแทบยอมบิดอนบุดียงจีบ้าวมันชัวอิตาละเรียดละอิตานามารุกาลสงเวแต่ลาสเลมบ้ากันนี่ก็ชนองลาสดังนาเดกิสเนมเชียร์คันเดสปาสาวโพเอ็นตัวนี้แต่คันเดียดอีแต่กวายองยาทุเท้าชพังกาจิงอิมยอมบิฮินีน้องช่องยองนี่ก็ช่องอิมดักเร็บดักเรียงดูน่ากิมันเลตเรกัมสอร์การโดนกัตุกันนี่บัวอาร์เงิดเลยเงิดตัวนี้2 เงิด 3 เงิดที่บัตรกัมสอร์การเรื่องจุ่มเอาจนเทนระเดตุกดักว่าเร็บดอกหมกคู่แล้วก็ไว้โดนกิมันพลาดลงคาโดนกิมันปกติแต่หากก็ยองเร็บอยู่นอกคนดงยองบี
Apart from farming and cultivation, cattle rearing is also a part of rural life in India. So also in Nongtrei village and all the villages in this area. They include buffaloes, cows, goats, pigs, local chickens and so on. The rural children enjoy looking after these livestock. They just need to lead them to the hills for grazing, which is also a good place for them to play, have fun and enjoy among themselves. Half of the day, they will need to attend school at St. Thomas High School of the Catholic Mission. But before and after school, they go to the hills and play, at the same time tend to their animals. This is how the rural children spend their days, away from addiction of social media, internet or mobile phones. They are strong and healthy. They are hard. They are tough but generous and loving. Their only worry was to play on the hills among themselves amidst their cattle. Breathe the fresh air, forget the world. Make their own toys or a bird's cage like this small boy here. Or even enjoy their simple meal in the thilyang or the farmhouse. From among these livestock or cattle of the Nongtrai subtribe of this area, I want to show you a little bit more on the horses. Since when, why and how these people came to use them in their daily life.
jing chai sini menchua di penon kampai yu kulai nomar jorai yu kulai yang pakit yang kit ini Nongjri menchua haba don surok tere I penon kam haba kit di Nongtrei balam hospital bon ngat kibru ki mala sakit kulai dini chariang do dini chabamur nomar habamur don go dispensary nasa hariang do don bad dispensary yang commission don bad dispensary yang sarkar tai ki Nongtrei la sakit sitat
ngade ba prangsi tersa uday na sa tan Langdongdai te habay aday badu kulay sta tanjong bira marga surok malay surok ndo kadon yung op te ngi hapan kid do kulay kid di chnong hadak manar surok ba ha rengsi chim chitom ha mar klem kulay yi lare ban kid jong kid do bru na kid do kulay ni kimarep kum jin ane nangi kuba nangi ain tu ni kit di yin cha longkha antani ndala hadel ga por ot step nyara ye kit di longkha che yin tani che punun kam bai tat teng don kam ban chukulai jong hapor jong le chubun da le chimai kam jingi che chawu chnong nyara apor menchwar year engari rabi do kulai khamai kham suk but kham sting bro ajong le.
As people in this area practice jhum or shifting cultivation, their fields are far away from their homes. Now, it is very difficult for them to carry their goods, fruits, vegetables and so on from the field to their homes. It would take time, hard work and require more manpower. So with the help of the horses, they could carry and transport goods very easily. The horses in this area are of average size horses and very easy to feed and take care of. The height is ranging from 5 to 5.5 feet for a fully grown male. In this area, people don't build any houses or a stable for horses. They mostly tie them outside in the open, both day and night throughout the year. Ini jo, teratau pila ban berti ke kertin yujong laga chnong.
Tanya mara Boniface Mengyong. Và kulai ni là ridi asnem lesnem la. Jase dengan situ sini mit tep pada kri skam chongre tat dong kit jar kit marra kit ta le longkha le hakti nam tre chongke kindenjra sabjang ra chongre
Tera kali nembala sa chilago. Yong bang yu kulai ni ra PA tang ki yong bang ai taki skap bang bujong taki tat.
Hapra skam kri itu sa
Later
chana ra
Te ma jai ma chitom men sau ai bu kulai ni ra pi smart me le lam doktor ni le yad me pi.
Lam doktor re ai re thuai bujong sab bujong duai klau. Itu rasa orang limit aja.
Nongkondong
lah.
Te lai titer pi le la nani o pi te ars nem le snem lo yong kam kulai ni ra. Te porli pi kulai ni de le so.
Dali.
Te porli pi chime kador le ita kador chime la.
Naar li saujar. Itar ong lawa inrunyau ra.
Te ju porli pi khon lat gung
Mai khon lat.
Oh rit lat. Te saujar dia. Te ita mai kepala. Te ki yong kit na yong pi tera yong kit ki kaba gi ai tera ta gitat mer yong le china ra yong
Le china re tat kuba de kit kuba ki dire kit kuba longkha ki dire le kit jhur jep nantu
jingi ra
kit klau ra Tak.
Tera nang ita gi berubun mendela le ikulai gi ai ni. Teban yong de tera konda yong bang do ke mesi bang ke blang bang ga sniang bang. Ti kulai ni bang man re.
Man reo.
Man re bang bai re.
Bang reo kulai ra.
Oh bang re. En de me phi mat la do kulai.
Matre tawa sebang dini
Be rai na bang re.
Kan re tara.
Ka re je. Nak nar entai bang re je. I am really excited to learn that some people still ride horses here. And today, I'm really lucky to meet this youngster on this lonely village road. Now let me try and talk to him if he is ready to speak on camera. Tera ita ngasngudon boke yong yata kan marlok ni menchong kulai yong de le yong le ta. Tera chua yong ai tera ngakwa yong kli kerteng ni ai mai berti di.
Kerteng yang berde Wilfred Kharbani ngade dini di Nongjri. Tengah mud en kam yong le chi yo Langdongdai lomba surok wa mla chongari marera rahap chong bai kulai.
Hab hikai yong chong ini kulai ada me mi de me.
Habi kai yang chong wa kam kai ra nyabre habi kai baju bne le bne sau bne tun hadum dangai ba rang sa chong
tera piwa kerki tera junga wa keli di udut tera pi yong sumar yu kulai ni sumar de me yong e bang yong e sa yong de me tering ko
yang e bang e sa kulai ni habda ti ba hadum bar singi ban he di ti hadum en yang bang special ai re ti ba ja clown nat das lab liur en now priya makna ti ba ja clown nat ba kulai ko ba
en re ko yong e chana kulai u ai tera ju tera en e
re ne
e re tera ma ta yong jai kulai ni re yong jai yong man sau ai tera ya de me yong le thud dwai ta le thud dwai doktor smar benjong rai de me
da je ba man sau jai kulai ni ri hab chu e dwai klau bi jong thud bi jong lam doktor ai re ni re
smar bi jong te ni go chứ lại tera sa ko yong kli yong bara hato yong yukulai ni pi pendon kam tat yong chong ni net pendon kam hikina ki por
yukulai pendon kam chong yong kit por kit kuba kit yang thang lai ta yong khayi roman yong le dugan le de ai ni hap kit tiar kit mar ni
chubu ju yong le li kulai ni ukulai ni le chme pi li
yukulai li menchwar hagi arpo arsan hajar lai ter sagi san rujar temar ite ya jab por gari tar le dor klai
ite re ke gari la ri ju to ki gari to la rop hagi chnong gi tan ni en gi chnong men hap le le bukulai bu ai
rob tre yong lar gari re chi tan bi chni ter tudan enen di wo arti chnor hap chong let kulai di ar lei 100 kilometer tu let le
So that is how and why people travel on horseback here. The main reason is the road condition, and due to the bad road condition, there are no public transports available. You may book a four-wheeler pickup jeep at very high price, but even then, most drivers refuse to travel to these areas in summer and in rainy seasons. Good evening, friends. I'm here at Lumkynjang village. I came down from Nongjri and it's getting dark now. It's 5:30 in the evening, so I won't go home today. So I'll be staying here tonight, and tomorrow early morning I'll be going to Langdongdai village along with some friends who from this village. And the weather is very beautiful. It's evening and it's red. You can see that. And all around me, all the hills and the jungles look so beautiful in the evening like this. Guys, just have a look at this beautiful golden cloudy evening today. A very heart-melting evening view from Lumkynjang village indeed. Nongtrei is down there. I just came up from there. It's just about 3 kilometers down from here. And I'll be staying here tonight because tomorrow at 4 a.m. I will be traveling with some vendors who will be going to Langdongdai market and carrying their goods on horseback. So I'm going to see how they do that and how they travel. Looking at the dark clouds there over the hills and this lightning, it looks like we are expecting rain soon. But I pray that it will not affect our journey tomorrow. That's all I'll be praying. Hello guys. I just woke up and I'm getting ready. It's 4:15 in the morning and it's still very dark. I could only see the glimpse of first light coming from beyond those hills to the east. I stayed here at the house of Bak Kalpos Tony. Right now he went down there to bring his horse up here. Now Mr. Kalpos is saddling his horse and getting ready. But his wife Mrs. Rotilda will be going to the market. So he is just helping his wife and be a good, thoughtful husband. They belong to the Maram sub-tribe and came down to settle here long time ago from Mausau and Marshan area. Now, they learned Nongtrai dialect, but they still speak their dialect among themselves. Actually, this is a female horse, a mare, with a 2-month-old baby horse. On the other hand here, Mr. Cyprian Kesopo, the husband of Mrs. Margaret Yaupniao, is also helping his wife and saddling and loading the horses for her. All the goods to be carried is stocked in these shops, so they brought the horses here for loading. You really need to practice, and proper balancing of the load is required, so that the horse is comfortable and that there may not be any problem of falling off the load while walking. And these two are the best and helpful husbands in the world, getting up early and helping their wives. After everything was done and ready, we started on our journey. It was raining through the night, so the road is still wet, and we are expecting rain again. But I was really surprised to find out that all the vendors who are going with us today are ladies. Some more are going to join us ahead. They are already waiting for us at the off-road diversion ahead. Now, after a few minutes of walking, we reached the diversion to Langdongdai. But the worst is that it started pouring again. Oh my God, what do I do now? Come on, tell me, how am I going to shoot? My mobile is going to get wet and I have no waterproof case for this. After a few minutes walk and keeping my mobile phone away, I decided to take it out and take the risk. I started shooting again. This is how their life is. Even the horses and the ladies are going through this hard time. I should also show the world their hardships, their difficulties, and the main problems faced by the people of this area. This road had killed many sick people on their way to the hospitals. It had killed many dreams of the innocent. Let this day be for their glory and honor. So I decided to shoot again for all to see the Langdongdai road and this area. I don't know if you noticed this, but I noticed that the ladies need not pull the horses or lead them. Through years of regular travel and experience, the horses knew their own way through. They kept on walking towards their destination without resting or stopping. Sementara don hani tadi kong di kan kali katu kan ni kijing kali syapang kajing sedang jadi kumno bai sedang ban ri kulai kumno bai sedang ban pendon kam ini kulai te kong maya tu chua keteng pi se kong
Kutul dayok niyo.
mana ya tu ngure lom ta
Siyo la hi.
ngure
Kutul dayok niyo.
tetil dai la kan senam hiri kulai
La lasna ay.
so iwan kit hanan batai
Man kit hane la lasna.
senam pelang iwan kit ni
Termeliur pelang kali.
Ya ini kulai macam apa pitit kan no.
Tit san hajar.
San saja.
Per tit ni.
Sementara kador kulai kan no try dari.
Kedar itu terlah hajar, lahnya stam.
Thành Nonggjri tu pun ki day lah mar en surok. Tenan pi minta cubu dah like kali lah ne dah ia lah ne pidang penuh kam try kulai.
Benar kaman ndala la kali ini benar kamrat.
Pi sumar kumno kulai pi ai bam iya.
Chu tak baca tu pabam pelang lajong.
Bam aja. Ai itu tu kan.
Oh, cukup kali yang baik malah pol. Si ada wei singi ada wei.
Di tepi lajong ah biar ni.
Tak pai kon ni.
Ya rapam. Dah cubu dah jahai dah citom ni kulai dah cubu dah mensau dah en.
Kita ada wei bila jong. Kan malah.
Ma batai kan tiat sepi pendon kam kumno ini kulai.
Jadi benar kam tu kit ni. Kit. Dapat cok kit ke ba kti per hane kit tiar hane.
Dan
Chong đi. Ya chong đi. Ba ho ya chong đi.
rong hi kai.
Kaman dah chong lang chong đi dah.
Te minta da pi ayo hane pi ai bon ma kat nota kulai da man ai bon marlok kat nota kulai.
Ini santan ruta. Kita makan teh baik. Terus dia dah tiar di hilang terus asta kulai. Tak dia kedum. Nada dap tiar si lam baik matoi.
Ta pilih bisa alam kit jengkit dah kulai hane kan en kali rea kumno
En kali dah hiap kai bejak kejat hiap kit tiar kit yang dari dukan malu malah hap kit bukulai kali perlu lajai kit bukulai kita buru dah kitnya berat dalam alam.
From Lumkynjang to Langdongdai is a very long way down the hill. Most of the road is very steep and very difficult to climb down. Especially the horses, with heavy loads on their backs, have to be very careful walking. They are all trained for this. Even these little horses are brought here for a reason. They are trained to be disciplined and determined. They are trained to be hard and tough. They learn so well. They calculate and measure every step they take. They cannot be stupid. They cannot be silly. They are the pride of their masters. Some places are very slippery that even people are finding it very difficult to walk. After a non-stop walking of 2 hours, the horses seems very tired. But there is no time for stopping, and the horses knew that. So, the strongly determined horses continue without any signs of laziness or tiredness. After crossing the Riangkan River, we continued walking for few more minutes before we reached the Randi stream and crossed it just outside Langdongdai village. It took us 2 hours 35 minutes to climb down from Lumkynjang village to Langdongdai village. We started at 5:25 in the morning and we reached here at 8 o'clock. And they said going back up the hill will take any local at average speed 3 hours at the most. As soon as we reached the market, the ladies unloaded the horses and spread out their items. Because of the rain, they had not brought much because the market is small and very few people come during the rainy seasons. After that, the horses are tied outside the market complex area to feed themselves on the fresh green grass available. In the winter, the sale would have been more. But today, due to the rain, they could not sell much. The market usually ends by 1 p.m. However, they stayed till 2 p.m. After that, they packed their things and loaded the horses again. The horses have eaten and rested. Now they know they have to take the hard climb up the hills for more than 3 hours before they reach their homes. But they are ready. They came to help their masters and they are going to fulfill it without any complaint. They are very helpful animals. They are faithful and protect their masters. They sense danger before their master knew it. They are the best companion. We may dream of fancy cars and bikes, but they can never replace the faithfulness and relationship we share with these horses. With the coming of the roads someday, these horses may be of no use anymore. But the stories of the horses of Nongtrai area will remain in the hearts and minds of the people here forever. Thanks to them. Thanks to these strong and faithful horses. That's the story about the horses of the Nongtrai area. And if you want to see more of these stories in the future, please click on the subscribe button and press on the notification so that you will know whenever I put a new video in the channel. So thank you for watching.